Lasselle is a very vibrant fellow. He's an excellent musician. I taught him how to play the keyboard from for quite some time, and I think he was still in high school when I taught him. And we are really he's my last son, and we are very very close. you know.
Popular Belizean musician Lascelle Martinez, son of former UDP Toledo East era representative Peter Eden Martinez, has been murdered. The fatal stabbing incident took place here at a residence on Victoria Street on Wednesday around midday. His best friend and roommate Ainsley Valerio was at home when the tragic incident unfolded.
About 11:30, 11:35, so more or less. I was getting ready to work. With the iron up and things, so about 5 minutes before I start iron, a vehicle reached in front of my house, no? And I come outside and I say, a red Ford Ranger vehicle come out, park in front of my house. So I come outside and ask the young man, where going on my belly? He said, buy ducky or my belly, I could Lasselle today. I tell her, yes, Lasselle is having lunch.
Ducky, as Martinez's best friend is otherwise known, went back inside the house to inform him that someone outside was asking to see him. Martinez was having lunch at the time and set aside his meal to see who the visitor was. That individual was identified as Simon Lino, someone who, it turns out, wasn't too fond of Martinez.
What caught my attention is like when I hear Lasselle in our voice and say, well, that you have to talk to your lady. And that caught my attention. So I opened the screen door. So Lasselle, as soon as Lasselle said, why, that you have to talk to your lady, Lasselle turned his back towards my door for come inside for like avoid problems, So I gone and I unplugged my iron and I walk outside. But during at that time, he must have been done grab his knife, he inflict my friend in a back, no?
And that's exactly what happened next. Simon Lino, having attacked the young woman in question moments earlier, proceeded to stab Martinez at least 2 or 3 times while his back was turned towards him.
I saw the second stab. I saw when the third stab, I threw a towel in front of him. I'm once throwing the iron in his face, but the towel just come off of the board, and because the towel, the knife gone through the towel also. So I look around for anything else make I could defend myself now too, because I don't know if he might don't change for me. So what I do, by the time I gone for like pick up a battle or a rock, he jump in a vehicle and then he drive off towards more Victoria Street.
The sudden attack caught both roommates by surprise. When Ainsley checked on his best friend afterwards, he was nowhere to be seen. Mortally wounded, Lasselle had jumped through the back window of the house and ran towards West Street before collapsing shortly thereafter.
We receive information of a person being at the accident and emergency ward, Punta Gorda town. As a result of that information, Punta Gorda police visited the emergency ward at PG Hospital, where a male person was seen with stab wounds being treated by the medical practitioners.
Sadly, the musician, a mainstay at Waluka's restaurant and bar, would not survive the deadly encounter.
Just after 12:15, I received a call, that he had been injured, and I proceeded to the hospital where he was in emergency, and it wasn't until about 45 minutes after that's when the doctors informed me that he had passed, and that they tried their best to stabilize him, but to no avail. He succumbed at just about 1:15, I think it was.
Martinez passed away at the Punta Gorda hospital. The young woman, 20-year-old Tiannie Figueroa, whom he was allegedly killed for, was also stabbed multiple times outside of her home on VOA Road moments earlier.
We just sit down underneath the coconut tree, and she and the young man got some kind of conversation, and then after that, he tell her once she give her next chance, that how she not end up with nobody else. Therefore, Tiannie tell her that how she and he done, so that then he get vexed and then he haul out the knife out of his back pocket, and then Tiannie run and then she drop it, and then he start stab up with the knife, by leg and side and by hand.
When you guys saw that happening, what was your immediate reaction to try to either rescue Tiannie from her attacker or try to get him away from her?
Well, all of we try run towards the young man when we got the knife and try help and pick up a weapon, but he want attack all of we. Then one young man when me there, he pick up my Lee nephew car and then he stone it topper, and that's how he end up there. Drop the knife and then he pick it up and then he just gone in a car and ride off.
To confront Martinez about his affair with Tiannie Figueroa. The tragic outcome has left Martinez dead, Figueroa admitted to ward at the Southern Regional Hospital in stable condition, and their attacker on the run from the law. Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.